Hello everybody, Glitch Group here, aka the original card game for the win, and I'm doing something a bit different, partially because I got something that I didn't really know too much about until recently. I mean, it's been around for a while, but I just didn't really find out much about them or get into them until recently, so it's just kind of been a little out on the action. But part of it is, well, you may notice a little signature here. Yeah, I got something called MTG Assistant. So I now have some tools to assist here. So that's interesting. And I can bring this up and let this go in a couple different ways. Like I can click on that and click on this little icon here, which is interesting. I may have to hide a few things here and there because they may get in my way. We'll see. I'm still kind of new to using this program, but it's something I have seen some other people using before that do MTG on YouTube as well. So, and also like Twitch streaming and other things. Like I've seen them on other media, and I'm going, what are they using? Until finally I was able to identify the program. Like, oh, okay, that's cool. So this game does have this game essentially has mods, but not exactly. They're more extensions because they don't really change the dynamics of the game itself for the most part, but they do add to it. And I think that's interesting. Like, there's nothing really like adding like new cards or anything. No, that's not the kind of modding that we have here. The collections that you can get are the collections you can get. But as an extension that helps you improve your player experience in various ways, yeah, that's what this includes, and some things I might get into more later. But there's a few different aspects of this because it's said to have a draft helper, and I'm wondering, would it really help that much if I actually use something like this? Like, will the AI of the program actually be able to help me out? I'm not sure. Honestly not sure. But here's the thing. It's getting closer and closer to time for Forgotten Realms to be out. And I do need some more gems, and while I was already thinking of paying in actual money for certain things around that time, that would also include getting me gems, I still like the idea of being mostly a quest to win. And for that matter, actually being able to quest my way all the way into this perfect moment with Forgotten Realms, because there's just so many things that just seem to converge on that moment. So if I manage to be free to play most of the way and just get a few things money-wise, okay. Will this possibly kick me over the edge of how much I need to be ready for Forgotten Realms? Possibly. Because I only need a little less than 600 gems left, and the maximum prize is 950. True, I can actually get the rest of the way over just with here at 5 wins, but again, the odds are usually not in your favor. But they are saying drafting against AI with no waiting and no pick timers. But if this also has AI, can we pin the AI versus the AI? And get a better win on this? That would be interesting to test. And you know how I am on my main channel with watching things fight between different AIs. So I kind of got to do it in a very grand, very meta sense. I kind of got to do it, but it's more than that. I think I can actually recover money to play more Jumpstart later, and it will be for the rest of the month. But this event, as you can see, the timer is going down on it very quickly. The sign-up ends very shortly, and we won't have this format for Strixhaven for a while. That said, I do need a couple other things. There's some I've maxed out my level free-to-play style on Strixhaven, or rather, I should say quest-to-win style. And there's a lot of things I still have missing from Strixhaven, and I would kind of like to get more of it. Not as much as I'd like to super collect Forgotten Realms, mind you, but in terms of Strixhaven, there are some things that I really would like to see. And I can get at least some bonus packs as long as I at least participate in draft format. So I need to at least do this one game to be able to get at least a little bit more package. Maybe not too much more, because I probably won't do this very often again. So I'm not going to be one of those people that just shoves everything in and winds up with a crazy rank on draft. No. Will I try it periodically once in a while when I have the gold and think that that's worthy? Yeah. I mean, jump starts here. I'm going to want to collect more of that because I like the format, I love the event, and how it works out. Again, it really is an experience. But that said, I can get more for it fairly quickly, and there's something I can still show off at the end of that, which ought to be interesting. And again, it's going to be on for, ironically, a little longer than this. And Quick Draft, I think, is probably the most economical bang for your buck when it comes to converting gold into gems when you don't have another option, which there aren't very many other options, so this is pretty much one of the ways to go. Can it possibly show up in the store and give me a boatload of gems once in a long time? Yeah, that can happen. It's not really likely, though. There's a lot of things that are a lot more likely to show up in the store than that. But this at least has the possibility of kicking it over the edge in one shot. So I will probably, in fact, try to do this and let the AI help me out. I think it'll kick on whenever I actually do a like another actual match, like another draft. So if I go into here, I think that'll help out. And that said, there's also something else, and it's under, I think it's under gameplay options. Yeah, there's a special control that I kept forgetting to use for a long time, and that was to press and hold the Alt key. This lets you see which ones you've actually collected already in draft, so that you know, well, do you want to over-collect something just to be able to help out in a draft match? Or do you want to actually fulfill your collection and go with things you haven't collected yet? So it leaves you certain decisions with that if you're heavy into draft. So that's also an interesting thought, is keep holding the Alt key to see if you've collected something yet. That said, there will be ones I know I haven't collected yet, and that's one of the reasons why I'm playing draft. Because you will get rewarded an extra pack, plus everything that you actually get in the draft event itself. So that's always an upside to draft. And at the absolute minimum, I'm going to get 50 gems. Even if this AI attempt doesn't go right at all, I will get at least 50 gems. I mean, sure, that's a terrible conversion rate, but it's what I can do immediately, and it's what is going to run out of chances for me to do again for a while, because the event does cost like 5,000 gold, and it's going to be off very soon, so I happen to build up just enough at just the right time to do a draft. So I'll show off more jumpstart events later, but right now, it seems to be one of the last shots I'm going to have at doing the best bang for your buck draft that I can get before the big drop of Forgotten Realms, at least maybe for a while. I don't know if they're going to have another quick draft that I feel like doing, but Strixhaven's one I kind of do because, again, there's a lot of it I'd like to collect. So I think of this as a good opportunity for me to pull off doing more than one thing at a time. That said, time to get into this run. That's okay. Yeah, this is already saying... okay, it's already saying things here. Okay, this is also helping me see my various things here. It's showing the pro rating and the AI rating. The AI rating is saying 4.4. That said, do I have enough copies of various things here? Now, I know that I don't have Kelpie Guide. That's one I was already thinking of getting anyhow. And there's also Tezzeret's Gambit, which looks like it could be really useful. But Kelpie Guide is still pretty strong. But I could also get it later, because uncommon wild cards are actually pretty easy to get a hold of, so that's not really that big of a deal. If I want to toss one out to get a mythic rare that I'm really after, that's fine. But for right now, let's go with what the AI says. Kind of like with regular packs of Strixhaven, you get Mystical Archive cards showing up as well. And it's saying Tezzeret's Gambit is a good one. In more than one way. Like, it's saying, yeah, this is a very strong card. Also, it's showing here that Return, Past Color, and Quandrix Pledge Mage also have decent ratings. But this one's actually the highest one. And it also has the ability to use Phyrexian mana, which is unusual, and may come back whenever I do a Phyrexian-style deck eventually, which might be sooner than you might think, because with a very special Friday Night Magic coming up of the historic All Access, I might be going for a preview of what I'm going to be doing in the future with those Phyrexian cards. So I'm going to take Tezzeret's Gambit. So you are confirmed. So AI, guide me around here. A bit. Anyhow, I actually already have Ecological Appreciation, believe it or not. That was a mythical rare that I actually got randomly, and it was very strong. Environmental Sciences is nice, but let's see if... Well, let's see, what's the highest rate? The highest rated thing is Environmental. I mean, in Ecological Appreciation. You can search your library and graveyard for up to 4 creatures with different names. Each have X or less mana value and villain. Yeah, so 2 go to your library, the rest on the battle. Yeah, that is a very strong one. It's been a while since I've seen it, so yeah, that is absurdly good for a sorcery, so I will, in fact, take another Mythic Rare copy of that. Additionally, it should be noted that if I do, in fact, overcollect during a draft event, I will also wind up getting more gems anyhow, so there's that. Also, Decisive Denial is... It's tempting. It's tempting. But at the same time, again, it's an uncommon, so it's not as big of a deal. I think I'll take the Ecological Appreciation. So I might wind up going Quandrix style one way or another. Okay, let's see what we got here. This particular set doesn't have as high of a set of values there. That said... Actually, the pro rating is probably a bit more telling right now than the AI. That's interesting in and of itself. There's a couple that I don't have yet. I thought I had that one. Okay. But I guess not. Again, we'll see. Okay, they've got like special quotes about it. That's interesting. Blood Researcher is good. The ability of every time you gain life, it gets a power up, but it has minutes too. And yeah, I'm agreeing with their assessment. That's actually very good. Humiliate is a good schwonk on them, but at the same time, I think I'd go with the Blood Researcher. So I'm actually kind of agreeing over there. It may be a common card, but sometimes it is harder to find a common than something else, ironically. And this, I may need to... I may need to put this somewhere away somehow. You go down there for now. I can drag you back later if I need to. Serpentine curve math bites is interesting. But Blood Researcher, I'm kind of leaning that way. Because, I mean, if we go like a big multicolor thing, which would be unusual, then okay, fine. There's lands that can handle that. Okay, let's see here. What do we got? And this setup... That one could actually wind up being useful in and of itself. So... yeah, I'd rate that pretty high myself. I usually have a good feel for these things too. But again, I'm also trying to let AI do a lot here. Emergent Sequence. That one is officially ridiculous. Yeah, the fractal there is... And Combat Professor, for a common, that is something I can easily get later. Or do I already have it? I already have 2 Combat Professors. I only have 1 Emergent Sequence. But what's the highest rating of... see, again, if I'm going Quandrix style, Emergent Sequence seems better. Also, I have more copies of Combat Professor, so... let's go Emergent Sequence, because that just seems more like it. So, Emergent Sequence. Get a fractal that becomes an actual card is kind of funny. Team Pennant, I really like the idea of. I mean, Expel... could be? I mean, it could work. There's just not very heavy traction in this particular bot. But again, the thing is, sometimes you get luck of the draw. Exile target tapped creature, though, is in fact nice. I got a couple tapped copies of Team Pennant. And this one, too. But I also really like equipment. Maybe that'll come, because you can sometimes see things later on as well. Access tunnel, though. Oh, target creature with power 3 or less can't be blocked. Usually it says power 2 or less on a lot of cards, so okay, that's a bit different there. Of course, you pay a little bit more for it, but... I apparently already have it, but same can be said for Team Pennant. I know the AI, however, is saying different things here. It's saying the strongest pick here is Expel. And I gotta admit, I kind of gotta think about it there, but maybe it could be Expel, because just totally exiling one out could really nail somebody's even great legendary card in one shot. But that said, if I'm going to be building a Quandrix build, then it might be good to have some things that work with any color. So but it's still a very high pick for the AI. It's not the absolute pick, but it's a good pick. So let's go with Team Pennant, actually. Okay, let's see what's going on here. We have Inkling Summoning. That works for a couple different colors. Field Trip. I don't have any of Field Trip. That is actually rated highly and is pretty nice. That just works in various ways. So, wait, what's this? To be perfectly fair, that could come in handy. I don't have any of Tangle Trap. Okay. It's weird the Pro rating is split between 1.5 and 3.0. That's very bizarre. It's like some people are just really on one side and one or the other. But Field Trip looks pretty sturdy. Because I don't have any of that either. And they're both common, so I can easily just collect them later. The AI is saying, yeah, go for it. And I gotta say, search library for a forest, but put it directly on the battlefield tapped. Okay, that is good. And you can learn. So if I have some other lessons here, that could work out. So let's confirm that there. So I'm going to go with that one, because I didn't have that one yet, and it really works for this build, so let's go for that. Okay, let's see what the AI is saying here. Introduction to Annihilation. A little pricey, and they get to draw a card, but it has the ability to get something out of your way in a very dramatic fashion. So if you need to do a finishing blow, I can see that being pretty nasty, actually. But we also got some other reviews. Biomap Edition. Again, if I'm going Quandrix style, then Yeah. And I do have something else that goes with fractals, so... This is kind of weird that it's kind of in the middle there. Serpentine Curve is... a good one there, too. But I really like the biomathematician. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the biomathematician. I'm gonna select the biomathematician. Because that one looks like it would really work out. Although... I mean, it's a squirrely play there. But I like this one here. You get a fractal, and you may have more fractals that you can throw out, so I can push it up a bit. So yeah, I like how that could work in this format. So let's go with the biomathematician. Again, I also didn't have it already, so that's good. Let me see here. What do we got on this one? Interesting selection. Early on, that can be very annoying. Yeah, but at the same time, Waterfall Aerialist, maybe. Infuriate is a classic, but I'm probably not going to be playing as much red in this run. Maybe? Create... Let's see, a 0/0 green and blue fractal. And put X counters on it where X is the number of lands you control. Okay, so late game, that can be kind of hilarious. And it also would go with the biomathematician, so you could see that kind of adding up there. Okay, either way, I've got a couple of those each. Expanded that. Okay, that's actually a bit better, though, because you can get a couple counters on anything, including probably what's already a fractal that's decently sized. So, it is less expensive by a lot. So if you want to just boost something, that's good. Also, it gets vigilance till end of turn, so... I'm agreeing with the assessment of both AI and Pro, saying that's probably the one best balance here. Again, I got a copy of it, a couple of copies of it already, but hey, I could use a third. And it's colorless, so it doesn't matter if I only have blue or green at the time. I can still play it. That's always a nice touch in my book. The Kelpie Guide is back, and it's the best of the lot right now. So that's completely fair. I will go with the Kelpie Guide. Just straight up, thank you. Oh, sounds like a whale. That's nice too. Okay, right here we have Fortifying Drag. Gain 2 life, target creature gets +X until end of turn, where X is the amount of life gained this turn. Well, that could work out with the Blood Researcher, if I'm also getting a little black in here. So let's see if I get the... I might think of that as a combo, if I get the right other stuff, so... And I also don't have it already, so, okay. Fair enough, I'm taking that one. Seems pretty balanced there. Yeah, I'm gonna take that one. Okay, I'm gonna take the Fortifying Drug. A lot of these decisions, admittedly, I would have already made, although trying to guide towards a very particular combo, or color combo, maybe not as much, but here we go. Okay. Spectacle Mage. is one of the highest, as well as Illustrious Historian. Okay. I mean, if I can get the right kind of land, maybe I could also get in with a little red. We'll see, we'll see. It's between the Spectacle Mage and Illustrious Historian. I mean, he's got basically a kind of, like, improved, embalming. So, it's not quite, you know, eternalizing, but, yeah, it's maybe another time. Let's in fact go with the, well, let me see here. That could come in handy in some very unusual ways. I could actually see that being an interesting safety margin. Maybe. But the Spectacle Mage is good, and I don't have one, so let's go ahead and go with this bird. I mean, we all know bird is the word, so. Even gave me a great war cry, so fair enough. Okay, Whirlwind Denial. This one can be a bit crazy. Fact is, we have more than one biomathematician now here. I've actually got Whirlwind Denial in another way, so that's not as big of a deal, but, but having two of these is good, because if I can play more than one in a row, they will complement each other pretty well, so, yeah, let's build on that. Mathematician, I'm going for you. Vortex Runner. This is interesting, because in the late game it basically becomes unblockable. And I've got some ramping things I can do, so okay. Let's go with the Vortex Runner, maybe? Well, maybe. You see here. And again, it's a comment. I can get more later. So do I max out Vortex Runner and go ballistic? Yeah, I'm going to go ballistic with it. Okay. Let me see here. We're now in the. Okay, I remember not having Tangle Trap yet, and it is a good thonk type. So let's give him a thonk there. Okay, this is whenever you get down to because you have no choice. That is an interesting ability, though, I gotta admit, and apparently I don't already have one, so fair enough. Okay, let's see what all we got here. Environmental Science is pretty close to the top of the list here. And it goes with a lot of things here, so yeah, I could work that out. Sort of Zoomancy. Professor of Zoomancy. You get a pest. And it is kind of a, well, it's a bear druid. Do I want to debate that in any other way that it's a bear druid? I mean, I'm gonna be probably playing Quandrix style this run anyhow, so let's go with the bear. Bear druid, Professor of Zoomancy. I didn't already have one anyhow, so it's a good run in there. So yeah, let's do that here. Wait a moment. I mean, I've got things that do that other ways, so. I'm gonna go with the bear. So let's go with the bear. Nice work. Okay, we're back, I believe. Not entirely sure. Had to check something there. And I am thinking that I was going to go with Tangle Trap because I wanted an extra one to bop them with, but again, removing Baleful Mastery from the lot would be a good idea. So, well, perfectly fair. They were up against the other way to do that. So let's go with Tangle Trap so I can have an extra bopper here. Okay, let's see what we got. Classic Shock, yeah. It's always interesting. That Rise of Extus. Maybe. Professor Zoomancy again. Elemental Summoning. But it's a lesson, and I do have some learning there. So maybe that could work. It is in a bit of a different spot there. Again, having two of these bears would be very devastating. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go with... You know, it'd be really funny if I got a third. That would be absolutely hilarious, is if I got a third Professor of Zoomancy in this exactly. Exactly 3. That would be hilarious. Fractal Summoning. Yeah, I agree, that's a good one there. Maelstrom Muse. That might also be a good one just to remove from things here. Eureka Moment, though. Yeah, I kind of like where that one's going. Fractal Summoning is a strong lesson as well. But this one's also good to just kind of pull out, I guess you could say. I mean, I do want extra lands out for that Vortex Runner. And also for some other cards I got here. So this would synergize more with the others in general. Even if it doesn't rate quite as highly immediately. The Maelstrom Muse would be a good one to just kind of remove from the set, and I don't own it yet, so... But Eureka Moment I also don't own, and it would synergize very well, so... That's a tough one. I think I'll go with the Eureka Moment, because I kind of need one. So I'm taking either. Demogoth Woe Eater. Is that the one that I don't have out of those? Yes, that's the one I don't have out of those. And it would also remove it from being a problem, just in and of itself. So, yeah, I could see that. Let's just remove this guy from being a problem later, even if I don't land immediately in this, because that one I could use much later on, but here, we'll see. Pigment Storm, maybe. Prismatic Pledge Maze, I'm not as big on that one. Silver Quill Campus. No. Sorry, you're a good one otherwise, but I'm not going to go with that right now. Essence Infusion, if I was playing more black, that would be pretty good, actually. But that could be interesting as kind of a poof later. Okay, I might take the Pigment Storm, or... maybe that is 2 counters. But Pigment Storm is a little bit more oomph. That's a good return, though. I think I'll take the Storm out of the rotation. Okay, let's see what we got here. More than one of these is nice. Let's go ahead and power up Expanded Anatomy again, actually. Because that lesson is just very nice. And then again, Archway Commons. They're not even grading that here. Oh wait, they are. Perfectly fair. That could really help out with a few things. But again, that being completely colorless does help. You've got Expanded Anatomy in there already. Let's have that end for a little bit of backup plan. Again, it's not the best, but I'll go ahead and go with this one. Actually, I'll go with the assessment is saying to go with that one. Let's see what we got here now. Oh yeah, that definitely goes with my theme. But it can be situational. But Ether Helix is a good way to do some serious stuff. That is a backup plan in and of itself, right there. Okay, let's see here. What do we got here? No. Do I take the campus? I mean, that would be a good one to just remove from the area. It's like, let's just keep this out of their hands. Then again, Yeah, let's do the keep this out of their hands routine. Because the other stuff I can kind of deal with, but that one, let's just avoid that. In its own unique way of avoiding that, let's avoid that. Introduction to Prophecy is an interesting one here. I will take it. It's a lesson that should draw a bit more. So, okay. That can come in handy in its own unique way. Some of these I don't already own, though. But that one could come up to be... I mean, maybe. I mean, I could use this lesson. Because I do have some learned things here, so let's go with elemental summoning. I mean, I have some, but again, sometimes it comes down to exerting a little pressure, so... Okay, that one I got it. Don't have it. Got some. Okay, you've convinced me that this speedy one might be able to help out. Okay, you're saying to go with the masterpiece. Yeah, it's the one that also gives you a treasure token, possibly. So, it's like treasure cycling, but not exactly. So, okay. I can go with that one. No debate here, definitely the charge sword. I mean, that's just because it's less. Okay. Let's go with the others here. Oh, this one is an absolute definite. Like, I don't even have to look at the statistics, although I can see that they're already saying this is the good one, because I've been wanting this one for so many reasons. So you are just, you're just mine, period. I mean, channel, yeah, it's a classic. I mean, is it a classic? Yes, it's a classic. But it's also, at the same time, absurdly risky. This guy, however, and the fact it's bimodal with crazy stuff you can do in Quandrix colors, I'm going, yeah, let's just go. And it's also going for my land ramp idea, so let's totally go. Yeah, that's like, yeah, let's go, bub. Wolverine. Okay. Let's see here. You debate. Keeping that out of their hands would be very good because it's completely uncounterable. Introduction to Annihilation. Would we like to poof? We might poof, but let's see if it comes back again a bit later, okay? Because I might just do the classic keeping this out of their hands. So that is... anything uncounterable probably needs to be just going, no, we're not letting you keep that, so... Dark Ritual, Umbral Juke, you got some interesting things here. Anything summoning I've already got for. Umbral Juke is different, though. That can be absurdly annoying. And I would like to keep it out of their hands. So the Dark Ritual is also an interesting mana booster that could come up a time or two. And I don't have it yet, so that is multiple times over kind of a good thing to take out of the equation. So let's do that. Well, the Quandrix campus is also tempting for later. I mean, it is my campus, so that I'm going with here, so yeah. But the Dark Ritual, let's keep that out of some other players' hands. Now let's see here. Oh, now we're getting interesting here. The Cultivate is very strong. Very, very strong, yeah. I will probably take it. Yeah, I'll take it anyhow. It's a good card overall. 2 basic lands, put one right on the battlefield, the other into your hand. Yeah, that's a good way to ramp your land. Okay. Let's see here. Wormhole Serpent could be very dangerous in the late game, let's say. Expanded Anatomy, I am maxed out on copies. But I only got 2 of those. Anything else I haven't collected yet? The Wormhole Serpent is good, and it goes with my Quandrix theme. So let's go with that one. Okay, now we're back to a few others here. Frost Trickster. Yeah, I can see that one being strong enough. I also have Biomathematician that would be interesting to get more than one copy of in this. The Frost Trickster also can put a hole in the enemy's defenses, so I'm taking the Frost Trickster. Another Demogoth Woe Eater. Dangerous. Very dangerous. Probably should keep out of other people's hands. Oh, wait, but this one... yeah, I need this card for later. And it will keep it out of other players' hands. Yeah. So yeah, let's keep somebody from assembling a super treasure deck. Because that can be also its own kind of annoying. I mean, I'll have to possibly face a Demogoth Woe Eater. But I also need the Stormkiln Artist. Possibly for a newly recreated treasure deck at some point. Okay, let's see what we got here. Maybe. But we've also got some other choices here. The campus could be... Oh, I don't have that one yet, and I do kind of need a little extra situational land to help me out, so... Let's actually go with that one here, because that's probably what's going to be a lot better for me in the long run. Especially if I decide to actually play some of this red. Prismari Apprentice, another Tangle Trap could be good. Spined Carrick. It's good just to have a nice crocodile going around. Tangle Trap is still good. But this also is any of these I don't have. Yeah, okay, I have all those. That's fine. Okay, let's use that to keep somebody from going unblockable. Okay, we're getting down to some tricky ones here. I mean, that's a decent blocker, but maybe not the best thing to use. Card draw could get wacky. Let's take another golden ratio. Okay. Well, I've got to go with my campus at some point. Do I have any of the campus in these here? No, I don't have any specialized land here, so I gotta go with my campus at some point. Also, how many biomathematicians do I got? Got 2 of them already. Okay. Yeah, I think I gotta go with my campus here. I mean, it's like a mascot having the right land, right? Let's do it that way. Okay, let's see here. What do we got here? This might be a case of keep it out of someone else's hands. That's one I don't got. Oddly enough. I don't have as many spirits though, so let's grab the one I don't got. So let's grab Fractured, possibly just hold on to it for later. Okay, let's see here. Moldering Carrick. That's the best of the lot. Okay, I think I'll take that berry and books now to fling things around. Curate. That's incredibly convenient. Didn't have that one before. Okay, I got some extra gems. I'm trying to remember what it was that I had already maxed out that were, like, okay, what is it that... Okay, so let's say that I don't play the whole... Well, actually, this gives me a full 60 card deck this way. That's interesting. Normally you wind up with 40 cards in draft, so that could be just kind of an interesting thing to appreciate in and of itself, is I actually have enough to pull off an interesting collection here. But I don't think I want to really go that way. I think I want to take some things temporarily out, like it would kind of suggest, and go with that. So let's... Well, that one I can actually play for a treasure token, so I could use that to stockpile in the middle of things, and I do have Prismari Campus, so... Okay. I mean, that could give me a boost on that one. Okay, let's see. Anything else I need to take out? This one... I mean, it would be opportunistic. Very opportunistic. This one also very opportunistic. Again, some of these I was just getting to get them out of other players' hands. So let's take out some of these I know I'm probably not actually going to use here. some of these are better for much later. Okay, so getting those out. The moldering carrick. Yeah, on second thought, I probably won't be able to anyhow. So I'm doing kind of a now this one I can actually use. Doing a bit of Quandrix around here. Might show up. Actually, let's put that into as a sideboard card. Okay, so let's check sideboard here and put in any that's an actual lesson. How is it not doing that? It's working before. I need to put that one up. Okay, okay, field trip does let me learn, so I need to be able to put something into my sideboard. So I can learn. Okay, so is it letting me? Why is it not letting me sideboard? Okay, it's not letting me sideboard. Okay, that's a little odd there. Okay, let's amp up my land a bit. Okay, put in elemental summoning in here. See, that works there. Okay, fine. Been a while. Okay, Prismari Campus can do it, and because it's 2 blue, I can also still do it that way, so that'll work out fine that way. Okay, so 51 out of that. We could put that in there for the possibility. So I do have Prismari Campus. So there is at least a chance. Not a very high chance, but it could be a chance of working out there. So, yeah. Don't have many others that can produce, like, good mana here. This isn't one of those types of things. Oh yeah, I need to put the blood research back. Now let's do something weird. Let's go ahead and put that one back. Keep in the elemental summoning. And kind of go with this deck here. It's 50 cards. I had to boost the land a bit, obviously. So let's go with it kind of like this. And that should help. Okay, let's go with it like that. Okay, now let's do a bit of a run here. And see with how it actually wins out. 'Cause I'm kind of curious. Let's see here, I believe it was F. No, it was Alt T. Okay, because now I'm actually in here. Okay. Got a good amount of land here. This is definitely a bit of a... Wait, is that... I mean, that can't possibly be. Are they... Hello, Tiny Turtle. I'm Blue Reaper. Nice to see you here. It's very weird because if that's the Tiny Turtle... They actually went with the squirrel, I see. I gotta have a troll block there. But this is weird. Two people who often do Minecraft YouTubing have met on MTG Arena. Wondering if I can do that new feature that gives me, that I can add people to my friends list easier, because that would be kind of cool. They got one of the D. Oh, they were so lucky. One of the D. Okay, okay, I got my forest here, so I'm gonna have let's see, you on the bottom, and well, actually I need that to get my pugilist full power, so to be perfectly fair. Okay, you hold on there. Don't know what they've got going here, but yeah, we'll see. Got the Flying Sage. There was a lot of golden ratio going around. To be perfectly fair, there was a lot of golden ratio going around. Get the big monster out here. Oh, they are temporarily knocked out. Sort of. I mean, they got 1 point left that might happen, but this format doesn't have that particular card they could have used. So, yeah, that 1 point of green isn't going to be as dangerous as it normally would be. It's not like they're going to be throwing out giant crows willy-nilly. That is a large plant dog thing. Go ahead and roll. I don't have any... Okay, so it would have been nicer slightly there, but that's fine. I have the bear. can't really kill it right now. I kind of need those, but if I can play my biomass mutation, I should be able to. Well, actually, Professor Zumac would work out, so I can take care of that thing. What was that one they just used? What? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's one that I did not have offered to me over there, so again, luck of the draw still applies, even with AI. There. Can't rampage yet, but at least now I've got a decent blocker or two, so I can... I'm about to fully trigger my ultimate pugilist ability, which would be awesome. Recovery. Okay, I think it's about time to go very heavily in. Hello? Are they thinking of what I might be doing? Okay, not blocking it. Now here's half your life just gone in an instant. Shangoku Saku! You're taking my raging demon. Although in this case it's just an angry troll. We both have a ton of land out. They will be able to fly over me. Fractal, it's been nice to see you. I love your natural math, but sorry, you're gonna have to take one for the team. Meanwhile, they have a giant fractal too. They just this really keep one out. Oh yes, right, they did take out my world. This could be mutually assured destruction. Unless I can get something else to give my augmented pugilist a bit of a pump. Where's my expanded anatomies when I need them? Oh, they're okay. We'll see. I mean... Okay. Now I have an unblockable vortex runner, so unless they have something that will punch through very hard, which they kinda do. Let's see. Their Wither Bloom oomph might be a bit of an issue. Dead. Vortex runners can now at least attack and not be blocked, so okay. It's still a narrow match, even with the AI helping me pick, or me just basically letting it pick. Still not an issue. And this is where my Augmenter Pugilist shows that Troll versus Fractal, they will both eliminate each other. Now I get the team. That would have been really great. I actually had my but the thing about equipment, this is why I chose this instead, is you can pass it along. And this gives both Trample and Vigilance as well. This one will be available to block in a little while simultaneously, so yeah. Let's have the bear have it. A little extra. I'm gonna have to block some things, definitely, this next time. They could easily go all out and have a serious day. But for your information, on Quick Draft, I was able to go temporarily out and go back in, and it corrected the screen, because apparently it was actually there on my turn, but it wasn't showing it, or letting me actually pick anything, because they weren't, like, displayed there. So I'm not sure if that was a glitch with the system, or if it was a problem with something else. Okay, this will probably still wind up in my desk. Although I could probably kill him, or... Oh, this will be risky, because I'm going to risk my Vortex Runner getting taken out if they have a boost. But I kind of need to get the numbers to work here. Okay. So they didn't have a sudden boost in mid-combat, which means I very, very narrowly avoided that. Oh. The ether healers. So therefore I didn't fully avoid that. It was going to be a good game. It was going to be. I was going to win. But, apparently, they had more luck. However, it doesn't mean that I'm going to surrender, though, even if they got more luck. Okay, I can only really block one. Well, I can do 4, but even then I still won't be able to get that all through. I mean, could I have blocked this one? Yeah, but I don't have anything really that tasty right now. I had to kind of reorganize my deck, so at least I'll be able to make enough kills. That was a very narrow match, so... Okay, but it is to 3 losses. And I really need to see how many I get otherwise, so... We'll see if the AI actually really assisted me that much or not. Because, again, I don't have a lot of money to spend on the game, or at least I'd rather not. Because I don't want to go into that kind of spiral. It could go that way pretty fast. I know. So let's try to avoid that. I have a bear, but at the same time, it's not like I really have a bear yet. Oh wait, that on the other hand I can work with. Okay, I kind of have a creature now. That one is unfairly strong. Even normally, it's kind of ridiculous. But that said, I can try to knock it out. Or they'll just let me attack. Okay. But yeah, that one is very dangerous. I was hoping they were going to block with it to make a block kill, but, no. And that's just a pure ramp, so let's go with this here. That helps. I'm not going to get the block kill, I'm at least going to get a little damage and healing in. Be tough to get through. At least block some of it. Yeah, it's gonna be a short run for something that's supposedly with AI enhanced. Come on. That might help, but I'm not sure. Throwing that out for a while. Next, to turn down my mana ratio a little bit. Let's see if that helps with it next time. Because it's not really seeming to help that much right now with the way that the program's working. But again, I have limited resources, so... Okay, so... Let's see, Alt-T. Is it Alt-T? Or is it Alt-F? Okay, well let me see here. Okay. Okay, let me see here. Does it have the... Not through that. Not saying how many lands to go on that one. So this one's not really building as much anyhow, so... Okay, you can just kind of disappear for a little while. What was this one again? Is this the deck helper? Okay, let's see what... This was, listing here. About 8... Okay, I can turn down the lens a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, so if it doesn't go through here, at least I've got some extra gems. I got 20 gems for something that I'd maxed out, but I don't remember exactly what. That thing keeps popping up. I may upgrade with that. Let's see here. The Kelpie Guide, nice. Okay. The Kelpie Guide and that one. Both are good. So let's get that ready. I'm okay with that being there to a degree. But I don't... Well, actually... I need to hide that. For purposes of I'd like to check out with my pet. Okay, I'm trying to remember, was that Alt F to hide that, or Alt T? Nope. Okay, they have a suit there. Well, I have a vortex. Shall we? Run. Why am I positioned like everywhere this round? It was. They have enough to take it out if they sack 3 creatures to do it. They didn't? Take the draw and damage. try this one here. Let's go all out. You. Are there any others that have 3 or less? No, not really. Okay, that's fine. I think we got most of them on the field anyhow. Okay, that was interesting. Okay, that's how you get rid of that. Because I wanted to pet Milla. Milla? Here we go. Being a good cop. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I wanted to make sure my Vortex Runner was ready for next time. Now this next turn, depending on what I get, I might be able to go. The Pledge Mage is powering up. They're taking a field trip. I mean, it is a good card, so, you know. Got a bear. It's kind of like a pseudo-vigilance thing, but it works. If I get one more land, then things are going nuts. Which is why I was a little reluctant to take out 2 lands. Every 3 lands? 3 1. Oh, see, this is so much better there. Okay. You just go that way and play down this map. At least the Vortex Runner is thinking of corpse. Are they? Well, they are. It's called a Vortex. There's something I can do with this now that's going to be ridiculous. They are not going to survive, at least. Yeah, this is going to be absolutely echoing equation time. Vortex Runner. Now everybody is unblockable. Unblockable cards. Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna get at least 100 gems. Yeah. Okay, at least 100 gems now. Okay. But will I be able to pull out another one? Because the AI did tell me to turn down my lands, and it was a little late in. I usually adjust lands to accommodate for certain factors, like if something's bicolored or multicolored full out or something like that, trying to get enough to carry on with all colors, maybe a few things that are a little more pricey, so I tend to try to take that into account. Sometimes I run with a higher ratio, sometimes less, but in a draft event you kind of want to make sure you got enough land for everything, so I guess the AI was saying, yeah, that's enough, you don't have to go much higher, and I wasn't quite looking at that at the time. So, yeah, I may have went a little overboard with my lands, so it'll be okay. But at the same time, this is at least okay again. I may take that one out because it doesn't seem that much for me by comparison. I mulligan more with this though, admittedly. Yeah, that's not gonna be that I definitely need. 5. Introduction to Prophecy. Okay, let's go into the library. That's powerful, but at the same time I don't need it immediately. Augmenter Pugilist out would be very good. Still, the other one really won it for me as the last one. I mean, oh my god. Echoing Equation whenever I had my Vortex Runner already out was just hilarious because they were all suddenly unblockable because of all that land. And it's like, okay, let's just crunch everything. But yeah, before with again, was that Jenny Girl? I'm not entirely sure. Because that's one card that looks like they probably actually want to die, so yeah. It'll come back. And again, mutual annihilation. It would be nice to have a couple of extra islands here, though, for some of the bluer stuff. Looks like we're both going with land ramp. That's perfectly fine. I will take an island and a forest. I will put the island on the battlefield. And put that on the battlefield because I hadn't actually did that yet. Do I want to try to overrun? I think I kind of do. Let's try to overrun. Yeah, they knew it was going to get squashed, so they didn't go for it. Rather than some sloth showing up. Can't kill it yet, but I might be able to a little later. Resurrect that one though. Yeah, I've almost got enough land to power up. I don't want to. Okay, that many Elven Knights. That's a whole lot of creatures. Okay. Now, I can't overrun them completely. They do have enough to block kill it right now. But later I'll be able to use this to make him unblockable and then start hammering. And now it's just really good discouragement. Get rid of the eater first here. And try to kill the Blood Age General. Don't know if they got a... they don't... Maybe they have a burn, maybe they don't. Okay, we see how much damage they got left. They have enough to finish me off next round. If I don't... Oh wait, this one does have vigilance, so I can sneak it in for one turn. Let's try to overrun. Yeah, good extra effect from Expanded Anatomy. Definitely have to block this one. Right, I can't. I don't think I can actually fully get rid of all of it. Yeah, I wasn't able to get around this completely. Because of the there. Oh well, got myself at least 100 gems. But that's still basically just how luck normally would be in this, that you might get in a lucky round or so. But I do get some prizes, so I get 100 gems, an extra pack with a chance of a bonus pack. Let's see what all we get here. That wasn't really that big of extra, but... Okay. Professor. Okay. Classes in season. Got a point there. It is a tree folk druid, so okay, that's fine. Would have been a little nicer to have that a little moment ago, but at least I'm also getting close to another mythic rare. So I might wind up being pretty ready for the next actual major run with Forgotten Realms. So, okay, we'll see what happens there. But for now, I'll be logging off. Hope to hear from you all later. Bye for now, everybody. And remember, MTG forever.